ESG. As supply chains and companies around the world were disrupted by COVID and conflict, these three letters have caught the attention of the business world, for better and worse. Environmental, social, and governance have become some of the biggest buzzwords in the corporate world, transcending industries and markets. Many investment managers, funds, and corporate boards have focused on the environmental, or the E of ESG. But the S in ESG, the social limb, has been getting increased attention over the past couple of years, partly fueled by the pandemic. Companies are being pressured to pay more attention to things like human rights, labor rights, supply chain transparency, health and safety, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and stakeholder and community engagement. But tracking the impact in these areas, especially in extended global supply chains, is complicated. But important developments have been made. The US has banned imports with suspected forced labor from China in their supply chains, and the EU is implementing mandatory legislation on corporate sustainability and human rights due diligence and potential bans from any location suspected of forced labor. More companies are engaging with their suppliers to ensure human rights are respected across the globe, and that responsible business becomes the norm, not the expectation. But there is still work to be done. People are struggling to make ends meet, and according to some reports, modern slavery and inequality are rising. And not everyone is on board with ESG. A prominent objection is that it gets in the way of what critics see as the substance of what businesses are supposed to do. The governor of Florida has approved a resolution prohibiting the state's fund managers from considering all environmental, social, and governance issues. Other Republican-led states have threatened or taken similar action. So how can businesses embed things like social performance and impact into their business practices? And how do we ensure ESG goals aren't just good for the planet and profits, but truly achieve better outcomes for people as well?